Hey everyone, welcome to my second Just the Tip video. Today, as you can see by the title screen in the background, I'm covering my first impressions of the game Crypt of the Necrodancer. Crypt of the Necrodancer is a roguelike RPG rhythm action game made by Brace Yourself Games. And for those of you who somehow haven't seen any footage or trailers or streams of this game, yes, it is a rhythm game. Now, I've never been a huge fan of the rhythm genre, short of Donkey Konga for the GameCube, but Crypt of the Necrodancer handles the genre perfectly. Upon starting the game, the players drop down in the game's equivalent of a mode select, where you can start the game, start the daily challenge, buy unlockable items, and permanent upgrades from the shops above to add to the content of the game. Or, once you've saved the NPCs, you can do a variety of different actions in the zone, such as practice the patterns of different bosses or monsters. There's more to unlock. I haven't saved the rest of the NPCs yet, but I'm pretty excited to see what else there is in this game. So here's how the game works. Your heart will beat on the bottom of the screen to a series of lines coming rhythmically to it, and that's your cue to keep moving. But the point isn't to move only when a beat is on the heart, it's actually to always move when a beat is on the heart. If you miss a beat, or hit the button too soon, you'll lose your useful gold multiplier that you worked so hard to obtain. Despite the controls only being the 4 arrow keys, or the 4 directions on a dance pad, it still took me a while to get a hold of the controls. Not because of the game, mind you, but because with all rhythm games, you kinda have to get used to the beat and the gameplay. And in case you missed it a second ago, yes, the game does support dance pads. It's possibly the first game ever to tempt me to buy a dance pad. And that means a lot. My experience with the game has been mostly trial and error so far. Due to the nature of the enemies, all having their own patterns and attacks, sometimes a dragon will just tear you apart if you forget the pattern, or slip up your movements, but that'll make it all the better once you track down another dragon and give him what's coming for him. The game has a variety of weapons in it, and each one has a different attack style associated with it. Daggers attack only the square in front of you. Broadswords have a wide swipe in front of you that covers 3 squares. Spears allow you to attack in a 2-square line in front of you, allowing you to kind of attack from a distance without putting yourself in harm's way. Rapiers have a special lunge attack that sends you an extra square forward, which may put you out of position if you're not used to it, but it makes the weapon deal double damage when you successfully do a lunge, which I think is pretty good. And my personal favorite so far, the blunderbuss, shows me that this game is bound to have a great degree of depth to it. The simple fact that you have to time your reloads with this weapon to the beat, controlled by clicking the up and down arrows simultaneously, makes me excited to unlock all of the weapons and spells this game has to offer. Also, look at it. It's glorious. Alongside the weapons, there are also other equipable slots, such as bags to hold extra bombs or food in, shoes that change the restrictions on movement, or even a miner's hat, making it easier to dig through the ground to get where you need to go. I've also found various rings. Each one seems to be wildly different in effect. Moving on from just items in the game, there are things in the game that I've come to know as altars. As of right now, I have no idea what they do, but this one in particular seemed to remove all of my equipment. But it increased my maximum health. The altars are bound to add a great level of strategy to the game, as when and how to use them still eludes me. But, I mean, that's pretty exciting. All of the things I've said already make the game sound pretty good, but nothing makes it sound better than its own music. But in all seriousness, listen to the shopkeeper as he begins to sing along with the song in the background. Listen to that glorious man. Wonderful. For the few hours I've played it, Crypt of the Necrodancer has impressed me very much, and believe it or not, this is just the tip. I'll be looking forward to playing Crypt of the Necrodancer a lot in the future, and I might even do a let's play of it if the comments tell me to. You can find a link to buy the game in the description below. I hope all of you pick it up and join me in the Crypt. So once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.